USC. Just a couple things before we start. Please silence your cell phones. There is no video recording or flash photography allowed during the press conference, but there are the video distribution sites just across the tunnel. Go out the back, straight across. When you ask a question, if you have one, just raise your hand. We'll bring the mic around, and for our transcription purposes, just wait for the mic before you start asking your question. And we also ask that you please direct your question to a specific student athlete. We're now being joined by Benny Boatwright and Jordan McLaughlin from the USC Trojans. We'll take questions for our student athletes. Yeah, here back left to start.
John Rook with WEEI. Guys, I wonder, for both Jordan and Benny, if you could tell us what you recall of last year's game with Providence and how it ended out, and maybe your feelings after the game other than the fact that you had lost it.
Jordan, can you take that first?
Yeah, we remember it. It's something that's in the back of our minds. It wasn't one particular thing at the end. I mean, we know what happened at the end, but it was just a thing over the course of the game that that we could have corrected. So we watched it. We watched film on it, and we got to learn from our mistake.
Benny?
Yeah, I could say the same. It was a tough loss, tough way to end the year, but we're excited. We're back in the same position, ready to play.
Right here on the left.
Kevin McNamara with the Providence Journal. Benny, I'm curious how you've recovered from your injury, and did you ever think that this year would be a total washout for you?
It's been tough being out for about 15, 16 games in the year. It's tough to get a rhythm back, but I feel like I'm back, and I'm getting better each day. Nah, I didn't think so. I knew I would work hard enough to get back playing.
Left side again.
I guess my man from the LA Times isn't here yet. Your travel yesterday, I understand it was a little problematic. You just talk about that a little bit?
Benny?
Yeah. It was the plane. Something was going on with the plane, so we had to. It was delayed for a couple hours. We went to the shopping center and got food and all that, and then we finally left at around what time we leave? 5. Around 5, and got here around 12 o'clock Eastern time. So it was just a different day.
Jordan?
Yeah, it was just a long day. Anytime your flight's delayed, you spend all day at the airport. It's a long day, but I think some of us got some good sleep last night, and we'll get some good sleep tonight and be ready for it tomorrow.
Yeah, back left again.
Guys, could you just tell us how different you are this year than you were last year when you played Providence, how your team has evolved, and where you feel like maybe your strong points are as opposed to your weak points? Benny,
Jordan?
You want to start with that?
Yes. A year of experience makes a big difference. I can speak for me and Chimezi and I. Being freshmen last year, we didn't know what to expect coming into the game. So this year we know what to expect. And I feel like freshmen, while I was out, they got a lot of minutes. They got to get better while I was out. So now they've found their roles, and I feel like we're ready to play.
Say the same. The experience helps a lot. It's my third year, second time in the tournament, and I'm just trying to be a leader and lead the guys, our younger guys, especially our freshmen. They've been doing an exceptional job this year. And Benny and Chimezi, they've gotten better. They got new roles on this team from last year. And, everybody's taken on their role and accepted it. And I think that's one of the big things for this team.
Yeah, left again.
Jordan, I'm curious, you guys won one game against the top 3 teams in your league. All 3 teams are Final Four level teams or are regarded that way. How do you think your team benefited from just going up against UCLA, Oregon, and Arizona?
It was good. We weren't able to come out with the wins, but we know we're able to compete with top competition. When we played UCLA at our home, we won that one, and then the other 2 times we played them pretty tough. And same with Arizona and Oregon. Those are really 2 tough teams, and I feel like going up against them 2 times and UCLA 3 times, we know we're able to compete with a high caliber team.
Yeah, back here on the right.
Yeah, so this is for both of you. You guys have been traveling quite a bit lately. You were in Vegas last week and then back to LA, and now you're out here in Dayton, Ohio, and potentially playing 3 games in the next 5 days. How well rested do you think your team is headed into this?
Jordan, can you answer that first?
I think we're pretty well rested. Once the season starts, nobody's 100% health-wise. But it's just a matter of getting treatment, in between hours. All the technology and stuff today for treatment and stuff is ridiculous. So, it helps us a lot. We're always taking care of things in the hotel with our trainer. And I think everybody should be fine.
Benny?
Right, yeah. Yeah, like J-Mac said, getting treatment each and every day, keeping your body fresh, stretching, ice bath. I think we'll be ready to go. It's a part of basketball, and this is what we're here for. So we're excited.
Any further questions for our student athletes? All right. Jordan and Benny, thank you for your time. Good luck tomorrow night. And next we will be joined by the head coach of the USC Trojans, Andy Enfield, at 1:10. All right, we're now being joined by the head coach of USC, Andy Enfield. Just ask that you silence your cell phones, and there's also no video recording or flash photography allowed. Hey, how are you? Andy, if you'd like, you can start with an opening statement, and then we'll open the floor for questions.
We're excited to be here, back-to-back NCAA tournaments for our program. Play the same team, Providence, and we're excited to get it going in Dayton tomorrow night.
Questions for Coach Enfield. Back left.
Coach, because I think it's the first time in like 8 or 9 years that teams have actually met in the first round again, back-to-back, like you and Providence have. What do you carry over from last year's game and last year's experience that you think that might help you this year?
We really respect Providence. Coach Cooley and his staff do a great job. They're terrific players. We had a great college basketball game in Raleigh last year. A one-point game at the buzzer, a lot of lead changes, back and forth the entire game. And we're expecting the same type of atmosphere, same type of game tomorrow night. So we know they're a very good team. They're a little different this year. We have new players, they have new players, but there's 3 or 4 core returnees on both sides.
Right here on the left.
Andy, Kevin McNamara with the Providence Journal. Not seeing your team outside of, I think, 1.5 games, we do recognize some names from last year's team. How are you different?
Well, we're 328 out of 351 in experience in the country, so we're young. Last year we had no seniors, and we lost a few guys that were going to be seniors to the professional ranks. So we replaced our upperclassmen with 4 freshmen, and we had 2 transfers. So we have 4 returning players on our roster: Benny Boatwright, Chimezi Metu, who are sophomores, and then our 2 experienced guys, Jordan McLaughlin and Elijah Stewart, who are juniors. So we still have no seniors. Our 2 transfers, Shaquan Aaron is a sophomore. He sat out last year, and then Charles Buggs is a graduate transfer. But those had never played in our system, and our 4 freshmen. So we're totally different than we were last year. Similar system, style of play, just different players.
Yep, right here in the front.
Coach, you're real big about being able to get out here because of the time difference and get your players adjusted, everything like that. How was that delay last night? How did that affect you guys?
What, the 5-hour delay that we had waiting for an aircraft that worked? We're just fortunate to be on an aircraft that got us here. There's no excuses once the ball is tipped. You saw what Michigan went through last week in the Big Ten tournament. And anytime you're dealing with aircrafts, you just have to make sure you're safe and get to where you need to be.
Right here on the left.
There are quite a few teams that are here for the very first time: Northern Kentucky, UC Davis. If you can look back at your time at Florida Gulf Coast, what do you recall about preparing for that experience? What were the biggest challenges that maybe these coaches will face?
Well, I think you're really excited to be here for the first time. But even though as a coach I've been here numerous times, but some of our freshmen, all our freshmen have never been here, and a couple of our transfers. So I think it's an excitement for everybody. And even though you've been here 3 or 4 times or 5 times, you still get really excited for the NCAA tournament. This is the best event in college sports. So as far as the mid-major teams that had to grind it out and win their conference tournament, and there's no at-large bid, you just went through a conference tournament where you had to win 3-4 games to earn the automatic bid, and that's an accomplishment in itself. So when you walk into an NCAA tournament and you're an underdog, I just told our players we can beat whoever is on that court. You have to play well and have some fun and go and shock the world. So I think most teams that come in are confident because they just won their conference tournament, and I think as a coaching staff, just to keep the confidence up, because when no one cares what the rankings are, what your record or what conference you play in, it's the NCAA tournament, and anyone can win a game.
On the left.
Andy, I'm curious your reaction to the point guard matchup. Last year it was all about the point guards, and slightly different personnel this time with Cartwright and obviously Jordan.
Yeah, last year Chris Dunn was a top 5 pick in the NBA draft. He was exceptional. Jordan McLaughlin is our version of Chris Dunn, just a little smaller, meaning he's 6 feet, Great player. Has been our leader all year. He's our team captain. He's led us in scoring 2 out of the first 3 years. This year's averaged about 13 and 5 assists, almost 2 steals a game. He's been playing terrific basketball. So we're excited for Jordan. He's an all-league player. And Cartwright on the other side for Providence has really improved. He's from California, from Compton, and I give him a lot of credit. He's made a big jump. He's a junior now, and really impressed with his development and his improvement.
Right here in the front.
Talking to some of the players in the locker room, it's kind of a split decision between whether the play-in game is something to get the wheels turning, and another split between not having to play an extra game. How does it play into your role as a coach in getting them prepared for an extra game?
We don't see it as an extra game. This is the NCAA tournament, and this is what you work hard for all season, in the off season, during the season, and we're excited to be here, and we have to play this game in Dayton, and we're really excited to do that. So we don't look at it as an extra game. We just know this is the NCAA tournament. We lose, we go home tomorrow, or if we lose, we go home on Thursday, and we have no more games for a long time.
Back left.
Coach, it's my understanding that you and Ed Cooley have traveled and done some things together on your Nike tours. Who's the better golfer?
Well, that's not even close. No, he's a better entertainer. He's just a terrific person, a lot of fun to be around. But he doesn't make it too many holes in the golf course without asking for another dozen golf balls. But he's certainly fun. If you have a chance to play with Coach Cooley at 18 holes, you should do it. You'll go through about 36 or 46 golf balls, and you'll have some fun.
Any more questions for Coach Enfield? All right. Andy, thank you for your time. Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Good to meet you.
Appreciate it.
Next scheduled press conference at 1:35. We'll be joined by some student athletes from Providence.